What's up, Bees? It's your boy B. Ozravante, and we're back with another mother freaking video. And you already know it's a pick a card that's telling us what's going on in the month of August. So if you want to know, get some insight, some heads up about what you could be expecting with the month of August, then this is the reading for you. So we got 3 piles here going on right now. We got pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Go ahead and take your moment to center yourself and use your finger, use your intuition to guide you, use your third eye, use your clairsentience to feel your way to whatever pile that's calling out to you at this time. I'm gonna go ahead and jump straight into pile number 1. Let's get it on and popping. So pile number 1, this is your reading. Let's see what Spirit has for you to let you know when it comes to the month of August, what's coming your way, what do you need to be looking forward to, what you should be aware of. Let's see what Spirit got to say, pile 1. So pile 1, you got teaching, babe. And so the month of August is going to be a very, very, very educational month for you. You're going to be in this process of learning, of growing, of evolving yourself, expanding your awareness, expanding your knowledge, sharing your wisdom, sharing the things that you have learned. I see this tree that looks barren, but this tree has so much wisdom. It has so much knowledge. And the only reason that the tree is barren is because it's going through its season of winter. And so through the season of winter, we are called to come into a place of stillness, a place of groundness, and a place of rest. And so I feel that you're coming out of this season of winter and moving into a season of spring, because you have so many plants, so many seeds that you have planted through the winter that has been hibernating and has been growing under the earth, so that as the spring comes, they can start sprouting. You already have some things starting to sprout already. So August is a month of harvest for you, Power One. So not only are you taking the time to reflect back on everything that you learned, that you discovered thus far in your path, you're also growing and starting to reap benefits of things that you planted in the seasons before. And so that's beautiful. I see all the purple behind this tree, which gives spiritual wisdom. It gives royalty. Purple is a color of royalty. Purple is a color of Spirit letting you know that you have reached and you have tapped into a very high elevated consciousness within yourself. Okay? And so with this tree, I don't know if most people know this, but trees get stronger as they get older. Where human beings, we get weaker as we age. Trees actually get stronger as they age. So in truth, a tree starts off very weak in its early ages of life, and as it starts to grow and evolve, the stronger and stronger it becomes. And so what I feel like this is sharing with me, that you have been becoming stronger and stronger with the number 1 being here, and with the 4 representing foundations. As you've been building on top of your foundations and growing and shifting, you have just been evolving your own personal strengths. And that's beautiful, Power One. Let's get some clarifiers for this card right now. I'm just going to pull 2 because the messages are already popping. Yeah, your boy B. Osra, he doesn't need to do too much. You don't need all the cards, you feel me, to get up out there, because at the end of the day, I am a psychic medium. And so the energies is already coming to me even before I flip the card. Although this is just the way that I read and want to share with the collective today. So we're doing oracle message, so let's do it. Let's get a confirmation right here. Look at that, medicine. So we got medicine out, and so with the medicine card being here, connecting with the teaching card, it lets me know that you are going to be sharing the things that you have learned to evolve yourself. You will be sharing the knowledge and the wisdom with others and letting them know, like, hey, this is what I did to grow. This is what I did to evolve. This is what I did to let things go and to overcome certain circumstances within my life. And so with the dove also being here, that is Spirit also being there with you. Spirit being with you through every step of the way and allowing you to tap into higher frequencies and tap into cosmic entities that you haven't tapped into before, but you're already making contact with. With your eyes being closed here, it lets me know that it's an understanding for you to go within more, to pay attention to your internal realms, to pay attention to your internal worlds, and pay attention to your intuitive body. My bad, Power One. I'm gonna knock those to the camera. But to pay attention to your intuitive bodies, with the red bandana being on his head with the feathers as well, that's the understanding of grounding and allowing yourself to stay grounded within your mind and allowing yourself to not allow negative thoughts to influence you in this time. Because right now you are in a time where you are truly stepping and embodying who you truly are, and you don't need anyone or anything trying to remind you of your past and trying to bring you back into past aspects of yourself and trying to bring you back into versions of yourself that you know that you have already worked on and moved move past. The thing about integrating the shadow doesn't truly mean that you have let go of the shadow, but it means that you have accepted it for what it is and how it moves. And so, yeah, you may still be that angry motherfucker that want to beat a bitch down, but you're no longer doing that because you have learned more proper methods to do that for yourself. So I'm going to get one more clarified, then I'm going to move on to the next pile, okay? Let's see what we got going on for you when it comes to the month of August, pile 1. And so you also got clear and activate. So if you have things within your house that you know you need to be getting rid of, clutter, things that still holding space that you know you need to move out the way so you can make room for new, then this is the time to be doing that. Moving into, what's the 9th month? The 9th month, okay, the 7th month is September, and then you got September, October, which is the 8th month. Hold up, we got August, September, October, November. Moving into November, I feel like some of you guys, even though what we're talking about August, moving towards November, you're going to have a whole new home. You're going to have a whole new car. You're going to have a whole new frequency and a whole new internal space of how you feel, because you are actively removing things out of the way that no longer serves you, giving you room and space to feel out what is now truly for you. Now, you see this man, he's naked. And so he's removing what he felt like he needed to protect himself. He's removing what he felt like he needed to present himself, and he's just showing his true natural self. Some of you are growing your hair back out, and that's beautiful. You don't cut your hair out, you make some hair oil, you don't cut your hair out, and you've been growing your hair back out, and your spiritual antennas are tapping into way more than you tapped into before. Look at that. Look at his long hair. You made room for your spiritual gifts. You made room for this new knowledge, for this new wisdom. And because of that, with the 9 energy being here, these endings are nothing but preparation for new beginnings. With the 1-4 breaking down the 5, change. Change is coming, and the change that's coming is change that's going to really activate your solar plexus while this yellow been here, activating your confidence, activating your throat chakra, allow you to speak up when you need to be speaking to things, when things need to be spoken to, how you're speaking to the universe, you're speaking to your reality, and you're reshaping it into what you desire it to be, Power One. And so that is so beautiful. And so I'm going to go ahead and close that reading out right there. I'm sending you so much love, so much clarity, Power One. Thank you for allowing me to read you at this time. And I'm going to go ahead and shift over to Pile 2. Let's do it. All right. Pile 2, this is your card right here. So if you chose this card, then this is your reading. Let's get it, Pile 2. Let's see what Spirit has in store for you when it comes to the month of August, okay? You have unconditional love in reverse, Pile 2. And what I feel like this is a month for you to be nurturing yourself. This is a month for you to be giving back to you, not giving back to others. You may be a person who always was in this nurturer energy, regardless if you're a male or female, you are a nurturer. You nurture others, you provide for others, you take care of others, whether that's emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, or all together. You know, you are someone that people come to learn from, to lean on, to ask for help. But now is a season for you to be comfortable with asking for help, for you to be comfortable with leaning on somebody, with you to be comfortable with opening your heart center and allowing yourself to not be afraid of pain. Love has pain and pleasure, but you do not have to suffer in these connections. But do not be afraid of new connections, because you are still holding on of the suffering of old connections. The people and the beings that hurt you in the past are not going to be able to hurt you anymore, because you have learned to properly surround yourself with boundaries. Although you are still learning how to properly enforce those boundaries. You have to be a judicial, the legislator, and the executive of your boundaries, of your life, of your reality. You make the laws, you enforce the laws, and you have the right to change the laws when it's time to. Okay? So let's get a confirmation for you at this time to see what's going on with you when it comes to the month of August, Pile 2. What's coming in your way, baby? And that's beautiful, because I feel like everyone deserves to be loved, to be helped. You know, everyone deserves to be appreciated. You can't always be the strong one, because if you're always the strong one, no one makes it, you always make it seem like no one can know that you need their help. No one can tell, because you always doing it. You always having things put together, or you make it seem that way. And that is why people feels like, oh, well, they don't really need my help. Oh, I don't need to help them in that way. Well, they always seem like they got everything put together. And you played an active part of this image in these people's mind. Okay, Pile 2. You got expansion in reverse as well. And what I see here, I see a womb opening. Someone could be pregnant, finna have a baby. But regardless of that, I feel like what's being birthed more than just a baby is you. Your inner child is literally calling you to disrupt the aspects and the personification that you have personified of who you say you are today. It's asking you to literally rip your current self apart to see your truer self. And so it's not that you haven't been your true self, but there are truer aspects of yourself that's wanting to be presented now. This man is naked. He wants to be raw. He wants to be vulnerable. He wants to be seen and accepted for who he is, not who he has to be in the moment, not who he has to show up for, not who he has to show up as. He don't need to do anything to be loved or to be accepted other than to be there. And this is what Spirit is asking you to focus on in the month of August, Power 2, to focus on how can you show up in your authentic self in every moment. If today you're angry and you want to sit in that anger, you sit in it. Because tomorrow, as you move through your emotions and you feel that joy coming back in, then you can embody your joy. But you don't have to listen to anyone that tells you, hey, you need to fix your face. You need to get right. Why you over there mad? Well, because in this moment, I'm feeling my emotions and I'm allowing myself to move through them. As long as I'm not projecting them onto you, then I'm doing what I need to do in a healthy manner. Allow yourself to let your emotions flow through you in healthy ways. If you need to go scream, you need to go fight a punching bag, you need to go run, you need to go skip, you need to go listen to music, whatever you do that helps you release built up energy within your body, which is affecting your nervous system. Allow the water to flow. Stop making dams within your energy systems and wondering why you got all this buildup. You got so comfortable in your life making dams that even when you are breaking these dams apart, it still links that can and potentially bring it back together. It's like bubble gum. It's something sticky. It's like you try to like, oh, I'm vulnerable, but you still got that bubble gum keeping those two sides together. So when something triggers you, you can snap that mask back together. You broke the mask. You keep breaking the mask and putting it back together, Power 2. And Spirit wants you to focus on allowing yourself to keep the mask off. Keep the mask off. And by keeping the mask off, you will receive exactly what you've been asking for, which is your psychic development. You've been asking to become the swan. But you gotta remember, the ugly duckling became the swan, baby. And the ugly duckling didn't even know he was ugly. The ugly duckling didn't even know why everybody didn't want to be around him. And so you have to understand and recognize that everyone would not be able to sit in your space. Everyone would not be able to swim in your waters. Everyone would not be able to reap the benefits from your well. Everyone's not meant to follow you or be in your team. With the masculine energy being here, you have to guide yourself and allow yourself to lead so that the flow within you have direction to go. That's all I got for you, Power 2. Thanks for allowing me to read you at this time. These are the messages that you need to hear about preparing yourself, what's coming for you in the month of August. Thank you for allowing me to read you at this time. I send you much light, much dark, much clarity. And I'm going to move on to the last but not least, Power 3. Let's do it. Okay, Power 3, if you're here, this is your reading book, bud. And you already know this is a reading based on what's going on, what you could be looking for, what you should be looking for when it comes to the month of August. What's coming your way, Power 3? What do you need to be aware of? Let's get it on and popping. Let's see. Ooh, Power 3. Okay, you got spiritual evolution. Set your heart free. Power 3. You are my most spiritual path. I'm gonna talk some path, but you are on your most highest spiritual path. You've been wondering where you're going, what you're doing. Am I on the right path? Should I be going this way? Spirit's like, yes, baby, you are eclectic. You're not meant to be following one motherfucking avenue. That's why everything just looks like chaos. Everything just looks like opportunity. You like, damn, I can go down this route. I can go down this route. I can do E5. I can do voodoo. I can do voodoo. I can do Wugan. I can go learn Boko. I can go learn this. I can go learn this. But it's like Spirit just saying, learn what your spirit calls you to learn. and move when your spirit calls you to move. Because at every point of your journey, the spirits are always guiding you to where you need to go next. The three energy being here, you meet people and you create certain circuits on certain social groups to elevate and grow. And they inspire change in you. And this change can be a positive or a negative thing based on your actions, based on how you choose to move about it. But the thing about negative and positive doesn't always equate good or bad. You are the one who determines what's good or bad for you as you move through your journey. And so you may not see where it is that you are going, but know that you are always being guided by the divine with the clear consciousness energy flowing right here. That's source. Source is showing you. Source is here. It's shining on you. You are very connected to source energy. You're very connected to your inner child. You're very connected to your intuition. You're very connected to your discernment. You're very connected to your inner being and your inner knowing, your inner source. And so with that energy being here, spirit wants you to not only move forward with spirit, but to allow spirit to express itself through your heart. Because some of you may have been moving through the ego, trusting what the mind is saying more than you're trusting what the heart is saying. I don't know if most of you know this or not, but the heart actually can pick up on energy way much more quicker than the mind. There is muscles in the heart that responds before even the brain responds. You know, we grow up learning that the brain tells everything in our body what to do. Although science has found that there are muscles in the heart that responds before even the brain responds. And so with that being said, it lets you know that the heart is way much more sensitive than our minds. And with that, we're able to trust our hearts much more. We're able to trust our mind because our mind can be corrupted by the outside stimuli around us. Let's get some confirmation for Power 3 Spirit. You the first power I'm gonna do this with, but I'm gonna get one for this. Yep, and I'm gonna also get one from my other deck as well. And so we got Davis. You have really been working on yourself, power number 3. You have allowed yourself to crystallize your auric body. You have crystallized who you are. You are on the same level of the demons and the angels and the gods and goddesses that you want to work with. Astrally, in your astral form, in your etheric body, you have cultivated your vessel to be up to par with these beings. And so your spirit and your ancestral team is guiding you to recognize the growth and the divine individual that you are, to recognize the power that you hold, that you do not need anything outside yourself to manifest and evolve the way that you are, to grow in the ways that you want to have the power that you're asking for, because the power is already in you. The light is shining from within you. The darkness is also inside of you, and your light is born out of it. And you have grown and embodied so much light in your physical body that you are crystallizing it. Your physical body is even able to start reflecting the etheric abilities that you have in the dream worlds. You be dreaming a lot, and in the dream realm, you can use all your powers. You be teleporting, using fire, water, earth, and air, casting spells, seeing auras, and you have been bridging this energy into your physical body. That's why you've been having these different essential symptoms that you feel like, what's going on with my body? Why I've been feeling so tired? Why I've been feeling like this? Because your body is evolving to hold more light. And so you got past, present, and future in reverse. And so it's so funny because normally with this card being upright, you will only see the present bird looking back. But now you have the present looking forward, but the past and the future looking back. And I feel that is because the future and the past that you have lived and you have thought of before is gone. So where you may still internally, mind-wise, remember your past, you have done the work to actively elevate all of your past trauma. Meaning you have done the work to truly change the story and the narrative of what you went through in the past. So the individual that you are today isn't the individual who went through all that stuff that you remember in your mind. That person still exists because you integrated them inside of you. but you have literally created timelines where you did not go through that. And that's why now your present, as you move forward, is a new future being created, because the future that you wanted before was based on the past that you had before, but the new past is now. The new past is the version that you are now. So the version that you are now is the one who's orchestrating the new future that you're creating. The past and the future that was you connected to before was one that was connected to the traumas that happened to you when it came to your heart, that happened to you when it came to your throat, when the things, people suppressing your voice, suppressing your speech, suppressing the things that you want to say, suppressing the knowledge that you had, suppressing the love that you want to give. But now you are moving to a state where you are aligning and activating and calling in newness and what you desire to have. Call it in the love that you want around you. Call it in the people who listens. Call it in the people who respects and honors you. You know, a butterfly just flew around and the kids are here. You're calling in something that truly reflects your inner child for what it is now. With the butterfly being here, that is an example of growth, an example of change, an example of metamorphosis, because the caterpillar transforms into the butterfly. It becomes a whole new being. You have became a whole new being, Pile 3, and the month of August is going to be reflecting that for you. And so that is all I got for you, Pile 3. Thank you for allowing me to read you at this time. I'm sending you guys all much love, much light, much clarity. Thank you so much for allowing me to read you at this time. I'm closing all pores with you. Y'all have much peace, you feel me? It's your boy B. Ozra Bunte, and I am out.